from the Litchfield Hills to Long Island Sound. You are watching Live with Lumi and Michelle. And now your host, MicheleMarieDalene.
Hi guys, Hail Mary meets everybody, it's MicheleMarieDalene, and today we're going to talk about a couple things that I wanted to cover. Unfortunately, Leo's not here, and it involves Leo. Okay, now, during the situation that she had addressed a couple of weeks ago, or about a week ago, she told me to act like everything was normal and not do anything stupid, and not to tip off what she believed were the alleged people of doing the wire fraud. And I said, fine. And instead, then she gets mad because I am still having the people be part of the show. Now, let me explain one thing. I'm loyal to people. I'm friends with many people, even those that are not so savory. However, the own truth is that I thought that was kind of unfair for her to say that I was supposed to estrange myself from these people when the truth is, number one, there has not been an indictment yet. There has not been any arrest warrants yet. There hasn't been any confirmation that they are guilty yet. And so I basically was like, in one sense, I was doing what she told me to do, and that was to act if everything was A-okay, not to trigger them. But now she's like, well, we want you to totally distance yourself from them. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do, because, I mean, in one sense, you know, she got mad, she stormed out of my YouTube channel, she doesn't want to be part of the YouTube channel anymore, and, Red, it's the same link as Andrew Scott. I'm hoping that he will be on this morning, because I want to talk to Andrew about this, get his view on it. But I don't want to go into all the detail. But just to say is, I felt really like I was being treated badly because of the situation that I did, what she asked me to do, and then she throws me under the bus like that. I think that makes me really, really upset. That I did. We are on with the show. Too many chats on the screen. Oh, okay, let's see. How many links? Let's see if anybody's on the panels yet. Okay, nobody on that Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, it's showing YouTube and Twitch. Okay, let me fix that. I know it looks like scrambled eggs and sausages, don't it? Okay, so I'll just turn the Twitch chat. Actually, I'll turn the Twitch chat off. There we go. Now it's a little bit better. Okay, but anyway, the thing is that, where was I? I was saying the message out to McHenry Crew, so I think it was. So, I felt really like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. You know, here I am, I'm trying to keep the peace between everybody. But at the same time, her reason why she didn't want me to mention it on the channel much is because she's concerned that the perpetrators or the alleged would actually destroy personal evidence that would make her a good solid case for both criminal and civil tort. So, what's the story with that? What's the story with that? Okay? Really? What's the story of that? You want me to do one thing, and then you sit there, and then you yell at me because I do what you tell me to do? And then I'm sitting there going like, wait a minute, I'm just doing what you said for me to do. You said to act normal, and I'm trying to act normal. Instead, now you're sitting there and you're belly aching because I'm acting normal. You can't have it two ways, guys. You can't have it both ways. Oh, come on. So it's either one or the other. Pretty much. No, wait, Monica wasn't that bad. Monica was because she said that felt that I didn't care the fact that her sugar glider wasn't doing well. That wasn't the case. I did care. It's just, but in this case, I did exactly what Leah wanted, and now she's saying is I'm not doing enough. Hi, Tiger Kitty. Do you feel like coming on the panel this morning and talking? Yeah, well, that's the reason I'm getting so upset with the whole BS. The fact of the matter is that in one sense, she's saying is don't do anything stupid and don't tip anybody off. Okay, that's fine. But then she's saying, "Oh, but I want you to throw them. I want you to throw them to the curb." Wait a minute, what? I can't throw them to the curb. If you do that, you're going to basically tip off the alleged perpetrators. And that's not going to be a good idea either. So how in the hell am I supposed to satisfy both at the same time? Yeah, I know Monica was. But in some ways, what Leo's doing is just as frustrating. She wants two things that are diametrically opposite. How can you do something that's diametrically opposite? You can't. So, if 180 degrees is act normal and then the other 180 degrees is totally throw the people under the bus, then what's the 90-degree option? I mean, like I said, I try to understand what's going on. And she unsubs from my channel because she doesn't want to be affiliated with these people, which I understand. But it doesn't mean that you need to unsub from my channel. Maybe, if anything, you should stay sub for the channel because that's when you can find out what's going on. Okay? And then, at the same time, because of the nature, Stan walks away. So you're not going to likely be seeing much Stan road trips right now because he walked away. She tried to force Krista to walk away. I don't get that part. Well, except Krista, of course, after me and her and Leo talked, realized that that was not the answer, considering the fact that I didn't do anything wrong. Even Leo agreed. Michelle, you did exactly what I told you to do. Then why are you trying to throw me under the bus then? I don't understand that. So, now my rent did not go up. Technically, I'll explain in more detail after the show. Okay, but basically that's the gist of it. I'm trying to move on, Krista, but it just really is like a sand in an oyster that eventually will make a pearl. You know, it's like maybe not the nicest looking pearl in the world, but pearl anyway. Alright, when the panels are ringing, let's see which one is it. Is it IQT? No. This one? No. This one? Yes. Okay. How you doing, Tiger Kitty? She was speaking in my... Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, not bad. So, from what I gather, then, Leo's left the channel unsubscribed because of the stuff that went on. Well, you know, I can't blame her, and I'm just going to use, like, I've left her Discord because I don't want to be involved with the certain person on her Discord, so that's fine. You know, if I don't blame her, I guess.
Oh, if you want to talk to me later who that person is, that's fine.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, the point is that I did what she told me to do, and then she sits there, and then she gets mad because I try to act like everything is normal on YouTube. You know, I just don't understand the logic of that. All right? And it hurts me, it hurts my channel's reputation. It's almost as bad as what Kiwi Farms did to my channel. Through Cringe Report posting the horrible article on welfare mentality. Which I am not a welfare queen, far from it. And you know what? I'm still mad about that too.
Michelle,
because I still can't delete that article.
Give it a little bit of time. Okay. And let Leo, I mean, she's going through something, which I do know what it is.
Yeah.
You said it last night on the show anyway. So she's got some sort of financial scam that's happened to her or something.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. So maybe she needs to just get that sorted out first.
Yeah, but then blaming me for something I didn't do isn't exactly fair either.
What are you getting blamed for?
I'm blamed because I still have the alleged people on my channel.
Well, I haven't seen the alleged person for weeks.
Okay.
Have you?
Welcome to Georgia White Boy. How you doing?
It's a Twitcher.
Hi, Cruiser. How you doing? You know, red is kind of also... No, I don't think it's red for me, but I'm going to be honest when I say it. Red is kind of a wild card. For a reason that Leo never talked about. Just accept that my opinion on the situation, Brian K. isn't helping either. If you watched the live stream from last night on Twitch, you would find out that Brian K. was carrying on about the Ukraine Foreign Legion. And I was like, just totally like, dude, what the crap are you talking about? Nobody wants a registered blind person who can barely drive a tractor trailer truck in a foreign military outfit. I'm just saying is that is what I
think Brian was joking, Michelle. That was his sense of humor. If you watch it again, he was joking.
Yeah, I know he was joking, but I'm just saying is it just kind of odd. But, I don't get some of the humor in this place.
I know, and I don't, but some humor is, I don't know. I guess I'm English, so I get quite a bit of humor. I think everything's funny. So I will talk to you after the show, Michelle, but I've got to go to hospital today.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna get some more. You said you get something more extra. Oh, that's Andrew.
I've had more tests, so I've got the results.
Oh, okay.
See what he says.
So, what's the story with your health overall? Is it improving? About the same?
Well, something strange happened. I had some tests done, and they came back really good. So I thought I was improving, but the last set of tests I had were worse. So I had to have a load more tests done to see what's going on.
Geez.
And that's why I'm going today to see what it is.
I wish you luck. I hope it's nothing too bad. It might just be just an odd test out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll see. I'll know at 2:30. Anyway, don't worry about me. Let's sort you out. So, I would give Leo a little bit of time.
Well, just remember the song by Simple Minds. Don't you forget about me. So we had some good music shows on last night.
Oh, I did enjoy it.
So I did upload the stream to the Patreon page as a free view. But unfortunately, the first link was I messed up and chose the wrong option, and then I had to submit the link with the proper option so you could watch the free view. So it's on Patreon now.
I mean, I like it because you were having fun. So
yeah,
when you're having fun, it's fun. So yeah.
Skyna, how you doing?
Are you going to be playing some WoW today?
I suspect so. Tonight, more than likely, because as soon as Skynet and Paul are available, probably 7 o'clock.
Oh, and I had an excellent idea. Hear me out. So, we were going to do the meet and greet.
Yeah.
Why don't I hire out?
Yeah, I'm still working on that. I'm still wondering how we're going to do that.
I've had a great idea. Rather than getting hotels and all that shit, I could just hire out a house, like an Airbnb, and everybody stay at the house. Like it'll sleep 6 or something.
It's better be a pretty large parking lot, because I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of cars coming.
Well, they won't. Well, yeah. I think we'll be lucky if we get 6.
Yeah. If we get 6, maybe Noodles will finally come up here, like he said he wanted to do.
Well, if Noodles wants to come, Noodles can come.
So, of course Noodles can come. Yeah. So we're down to 1,122 subs. Twitch was still at 35 followers.
Stop looking at your subs every day as well. That's not it's not important. As long as you have fun, that's all that's important.
Right. Well, the problem is for YouTube, subs do kind of count. And for Twitch, once you get 50 followers, then you can start making some money. You got some additional storage for older streams. And then you can achieve much, But anyway, Skynet is tonight's live stream. World of Warcraft gameplay still on the table.
Well, that would be fun.
I know, but I don't see a membership icon next to you, Noodles. Thank you very much, Tiger Kitty. Much appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe to the Twitch channel too. We're 5 followers short. Out of 1,124 people, it should be easy enough to get up to 50 plus followers on Twitch.
I don't think it matters about your numbers, Michelle. Not when you've got as many as you.
Yeah.
I believe they'll come up again.
Well, yesterday's live stream in the morning is pretty good. We had close to almost 80 people. So the morning shows are still doing very well.
Right.
So I do admit I wish, I understood some of the stuff that goes on, all the interplay on YouTube between all these people, because some of the stuff just confuses me a lot.
Well, if I honestly think about it, a complaint was made to you. You took the complaint. You banned the person.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's much more you could do.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, and I'll explain this to you in an afternoon call. There's a lot of things that you don't know that I can't discuss here.
Okay.
And now even Stan CT won't even be on the show.
Well, what's Stan's reasoning?
Good question. Because he thinks I'm a backstabber, apparently. If that makes any sense.
That doesn't make any sense, Michelle.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Why would he call you a backstabber?
Well, he didn't literally call me a backstabber. But if you look at Leo's Discord, you would hear some of the answer. Because he thinks I'm not supporting Leo. And it's like, wait, what? I'm just doing what she told me to do. She said to act normal. Now she's saying not to act normal. And then I said, that doesn't make any sense.
What?
Like I said,
Michelle, you can only do... I don't agree with what's happening to Leo whatsoever. But,
I don't agree with what's happening with Leo either. But when I'm trying to do what she told me to do, and then she's getting mad at me because I'm doing what she told me to do, that doesn't make any sense. And then she admitted it, and she said, "Yeah, you're right. You are doing what I told you to do."
I would have just ignored everything. It would have been the best thing to do, and handle it behind closed doors.
Right. That's okay, Skynet. You don't need to understand it. I know there's a lot of things that are not being said here.
Oh dear.
No.
I tell you, I miss. Do you remember, like a few months ago, we used to have such a laugh.
What could it was? You said, remember a couple of weeks ago when we had such a...
Oh, sorry. When we were having a great laugh and a good time, and now everything's just gone.
Yeah. I remember when things were good, and then all of a sudden things went sour. I think there's a lot more than just the situation we're talking about. I think there's a general malaise in the world, too. I think there's a lot of people right now who are feeling kind of despondent and distressed because of what's going on globally. I don't think it's just that, I mean, you got people saying Russia wants to launch nukes. You have people saying that Russia basically and China basically want to seize all the Eastern Bloc countries. You got Russia saying that they're going to blow everybody sky high. The Russian people themselves are mad at Putin and they're protesting, and he's quashing protests with an iron fist, sending people into labor camps, the gulags, because they are dissenting to what he's doing. Now, wait, that's stressful enough. How you doing, Ariel Joy? I mean, it's it just so many people like me are saying is, can we ever get back to a normal world where we can finally get normal life back together? And now there's a new strain of the virus ready to seriously, again, make lockdowns a thing again. Look, I just want to get my life back together. I want to do the things I love. I don't want to have to worry about throwing a mask on just to go visit a friend, or just to use a public restroom, or to, just go shopping. Okay?
I agree, Michelle. I agree. Wow.
Well, maybe that's true, George White boy, but there used to be some more normalcy. You used to have a good idea what the hell's going on. Okay, Skunk, I hear you. He's in Vegas. A city that has been seriously devastated because of this, as has Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is there any good news in the news? I mean, really,
I doubt it. I doubt it very much.
I mean, is there any good news in the news? Anything? Oh yeah, tomorrow's gonna be warmer. Okay, so that's good news. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking good news. No, all bad news. Distorted.
Yeah, looks so bad.
Unlikely March Madness run. I guess that's kind of good. Small college captivates nation with unlikely March marathon or March Madness run. That's a basketball game. Let's see. Anything else?
It's 276 days till Christmas.
Yeah. All I want for Christmas is to get my life back to normal. And it's 271 days before my season starts again. Looking to see if there's any good news in here. Anything. U.S. natural gas can end
Skynet.
dependence on Russia. Bright path to energy independence. Okay, yeah, which is something we've talked about before. Do we have enough natural gas to supply everybody when we ourselves use a lot of natural gas for ourselves? Airline CEOs ask Biden to end federal mask mandates. Makes no sense. Okay. I'm trying to find good news. Anything. Thinking of quitting your job, maybe you try inventing yourself first. Okay, that makes sense. let's see. All right. I do have another news article to cover, which is something maybe a little more exciting, having to do with transgender athletes in sports.
Oh,
First of all, as you know, the NCAA championship swimming was pretty much dominated by a transgender woman named Leah Thomas. However, the last meet she lost, and she of course is upset about that. Others in the women's swimming competition are upset that a transgender, I don't know if she's pre-op or post-op, has chosen to go into the women's swimming and has basically beat her competitors in a fair match of swimming. Some say that women such as Leah Thomas should not be allowed to swim because originally she was originally a biological guy. Well, I don't think that's the answer, is to throw the poor person under the bus. I mean, she obviously was defeated, I guess, in the last championship fairly and squarely, and yet others don't want transgender people in women's sports.
that's not fair. That's not fair, Michelle. Now, this woman.
Maybe
was
we should just
born-
get rid of the gender designation in sports. For example, why not just
No.
have basketball and football and baseball
that
and
lady
hockey
was
and
born
swimming?
in a man's body. So that man's body, therefore, no matter how much surgery, that man's body has an unfair advantage against.
Yeah,
a
that's what they're
woman's
saying.
body.
Because they're saying is that she has more muscle tone. That might very well be true. But maybe the only solution is to get rid of the separate designation for men and women. I mean, we could have transgender sports, but then again, there would be a stigma attached to that, and probably would never get the kind of support that it really fairly deserves. So I don't know what the answer is. I don't think subdividing the sports categories into 3 classes is going to help. And I don't think... I don't know. It's a mess.
Let me turn mine.
I say they should compete too. But maybe we should get rid of the separate designations of men and women's sports. Same thing with professional sports. Get rid of the NBA and the WNBA. Just let there be one NBA. One NFL. One NHL. One AHL. One MLB. Why can't you have a female player on a baseball team? I mean, the baseball, of course, involves hand-eye coordination and the ability to run to base and throw a ball, right? It would make sense. I don't think it matters what you got between your legs. I think it's a matter of more of, hey, can you play the game? I mean, I know Ed's mentioned the money aspect of the sports industry, and there is a lot of money involved. But there may very well be a female transgender person that wants to be a linebacker, say for the, I don't know any NFL teams. Okay, I guess the New York Jets. Why not? Maybe there's a transgendered woman, maybe a female to male that wants to play as a linebacker. Let her play. And maybe there's a female or male to female that wants to play tennis at Wimbledon. Let her play. What's the point of subdividing and saying that they shouldn't play sports? If you say it's unfair that transgenders compete in women's sports, maybe it's time you get rid of the women's sports division and just have one sports league. I know there is no rule prohibiting women playing NFL, but that's the point here. The fact is that sooner or later you're going to want to get transgenders that are going to want to play in the NFL. And the clubs should basically let them play. Even if they are not the best. What I think is more important in sports is, are you capable of doing it? That's, to me, is more important. I mean, that's the key piece. If you're capable of doing the sports, you should be allowed to do the sports. A lot of NBA players that would run circles around NBA players. I'm sure there are. And the same thing with a lot of other sports. It's a carryover from the Victorian era, if you think about it. Men's clubs, women's clubs. Okay? For example, a men's gentlemen's club would be only for men. They would only be able to go congregate. They even had almost all the employees for men as well, right? From the person that cleans the bathrooms to the cook to the bartender, women were not permitted in the Victorian era clubs because they was considered unsuitable. So, and of course, there were women's activities that men may have actually wanted to be part of, like, the women's had their own activities, but they couldn't be because society of Victorian era would not allow it. It's time to tear down that wall. It's time to tear down those barriers, and that's what I feel more and more, as Leah Thomas shows us. You have to tear down the wall, or it's going to end up destroying everything that you hold dear to your heart.
On a lighter note, it's National Chocolate Covered Raisin Day.
Chocolate covered raisin day? I hate raisins. I wish it was chocolate covered peanuts, then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, a chocolate covered raisin has its place.
I'm sure it does. But so now it's just me and you on the panel today, and so we have the public panel open, guys. The link is above.
Was it National Puppy Day, John? Yesterday.
Puppy Day. Yeah. What day is Kitty Day? What day is Macintosh Day? Probably when it was created. Oh. Well, no, maybe it was released in the 1984 Super Bowl. Oh. That's right. The advertising was 1984 Super Bowl was when the Macintosh finally got national recognition. So,
I think you should pull out your Oracle card today, Michelle.
I will. Just hope it's not the same card I got yesterday. Of course, I only got 40 cards, so yeah, you might see repeats, but Mother God, can we please come up with a uniquely different card? Alright, I got one. Alright. It is Embrace the Sacred Feminine number 40. Yeah! Come on, give me more unique one, Mother God. Come on, please. Something that is appropriate here. Alright, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with number 40, but Priestess of the Gift to Serve, number 39 and number 40. I'm going to play both of them for you. 39 and number 40. Okay. Priestess, Gift to Serve, and Embrace the Divine Feminine. They're right next to each other anyway. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Priestess of the gift to serve. Be a service to community and universal tribe. There is wisdom in observing rather than acting. Take your time and gather information before you act. Trust your intuitions, but do not be fooled by illusions. Stay on track for your life's true purpose and passion. Be of service to others, and you will flow with joy and ease, enabling you to live the life you desire. Give powerfully and likewise be open to receive. Okay, that sounds like, hey, do your best you can, serve others, give to others, and they'll get back to you. Okay, that's my interpretation. By embrace the sacred feminine, the powerful energies of the divine feminine, the sacred mother and goddess is calling to connect with you. Love yourself deeply and radically. Love compassionately and fully. Connect to your intuition and your spirit, grounding deep into the earth. Allow yourself to be fully present, alive, tuned in, and living in love. Perhaps you have some resistance. Believe and allow her energy to flow into your life. Deepen your practice of harnessing her power and walking in her path. It's time to move through the veil into the other realms. I think that is important. Is like the second, like 39, is to be open to things that the gift that the Mother God and Father and gives you.
Right.
I think that is very important. And both cards kind of fit for today. We as content creators, we're doing our best to embrace, some things that sometimes are not easy to embrace.
Well, I think you do a wonderful job, Michelle. I mean, I wouldn't, if it was that easy, we'd all do it, wouldn't we? But it's not. You sit there and you have to think of things to say.
And one of the most important things people have said to me is, you really work hard on what you do.
You do.
You throw all your time into your creations on YouTube.
You do, absolutely. I believe you work extremely hard. Extremely.
And I do wonder, if some people, someday I'd like to show a behind the scenes video, because there's things that happen on behind the scenes that most people only barely grasp.
Right.
I don't know if it'd be really worth making a video, but let me describe my morning routine just quickly so you understand. Okay, normally I get up about 8:30. I wake up, Ed is either asleep or going to sleep. Okay? And then I go into the bathroom, freshen up, get ready for the morning, go in the kitchen, turn on the hot water for tea or coffee, sometimes make a bowl of cereal, sometimes I do other things. Then about 9:30-ish, I sit down at the computer after I turn it on, and I prepare the Restream IO to stream to the morning stream show. Okay, which means I have to edit all the outputs to match the new titles on the streams. Okay, for the day. So it's like good morning, good afternoon. Okay, so I would edit the ones. So I had a night show the night before. I edit the information to say good morning or good afternoon, and I picked the right topic, subgroup in YouTube and Twitch. And then once that's all set, I make sure my microphones are working, my cameras are working, and then I sit down and I get ready for the show. I check my Discord real quick to make sure that, if there's any messages I need to know before the show starts. If I'm up to it, I'll usually crack an eye open and look at the news on my phone, which usually is depressing, so I usually don't like to check it until later in the day. And then I check my email and everything. And then at the end of the show, depending on how I'm feeling, I will stay up for a few hours watching YouTube videos and news articles while sitting in the chair while Ed's laying in my bed. My back starts to hurt. And then after a while, I get tired and I kind of want to lay my head on the computer. But the only problem is there's no pillow there. So then I just pad into the bedroom, slide into the bed next to Ed and sleep for a nap. Then I get up usually, maybe an hour or two before 7, 8 o'clock. Unless I'm really tired, I'll sleep to 9, 10. Get up again, brush my teeth, skip dinner, just go right back to bed again, wake up the next day and do the same routine all over again.
Good grief. Wow. There's a lot more than just sitting in front of the camera and turning it on.
That's the easy part. It's the not so easy part that people don't know. And plus, of course, I'm responsible for getting my laundry clean, cleaning the house as best I can, make sure the kitchen doesn't look too much like a garbage pit. Because a lot of times I will leave wrappers and old food laying around, and then I have to throw all that out. Right. And then, like this morning, I got to carry the garbage down. But since Chris is coming tomorrow, there's just a bag. I'll just throw it in the storage bin for tomorrow. Because more than likely we'll be filling up the garbage with more garbage, with like electronics that we got to throw away and things like that. If Ed is going to stay there, consider getting a second bed, maybe. Honey, he needs a lot more than a bed, trust me. His clothes that Stan bought him, the pants got to be too small, and he ripped them all. And he needs bigger clothes because he put on a lot of weight. And even he said that. So
what size is he?
He needs to wash laundry. He has nothing clean to wear. Never mind, just make him wear my dresses while I wash his pants to get rid of all the, daily stink out of him.
Daily stink.
He's got, it's just sort of situation that just does not bode well for me.
The daily stink.
And he's not the kind of person who sleeps in any kind of underwear. He sleeps with his sweatpants on. And he's starting to smell like homeless Mike. He's really starting to smell like homeless Mike. And I'm not really impressed with homeless Mike's feet either. So I'm like, oh, God, you got to do something, Ed.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah. It is gross. You're right. It is gross.
I mean, that's got to feel horrible.
Oh, we got some body powder, but that's not going to help. He needs to take a bath this morning. Or shower. I told him, get in the damn tub. You can sit down in the chair. We have a bath chair. Get on there. This is it. I've had enough of the smell. Get out. Your feet stink. Your body stinks. You need a bath. You need it now.
Did you say you'd have one?
He didn't take one yet.
Well, you tell him to get his ass in the running one. Or, I don't know, put some bleach in the water. Do something. Ugh.
I don't know. He's just... Okay, anyway, and that's something that's, again, that's kind of drama-like. Sorry, but it just had to bring that up.
No, it's quite funny. Don't worry about it. I mean, he probably doesn't know no different if he's been homeless and things like that.
Oh, yeah, I know. The same thing with homeless Mike. The thing is that I told homeless Mike the same thing. I finally got convinced homeless Mike to start taking showers. I said, get in there. You stink. No, my feet smell bad because my boots are bad. Get new boots. I can't afford it. Your boots are shot anyway. Go to the Salvation Army and get some new boots, Mike. Holy crap. You're wearing the same sweaty, dirty feet, and you're getting trench foot.
Someone that's gross like that would really enjoy a shower. You'd think it'd be some sort of luxury.
Yeah, they do. The problem is that for some reason, in a normal situation, the homeless don't always get access to a shower.
Right.
Because even if they did, they're always afraid someone's going to steal their clothes.
Yeah, but that's not Ed's situation, is it?
Yeah, that's not Ed's concern. No, it's not. No one's going to steal his clothes. He only has
Ed's just
one pair of
lazy.
clothes that still fits because he said all the other pants ripped and he threw them out. I said, well, because you gained weight, Ed. You put on weight in your crotch and your belly. That's why. He said he sits down in the chair, spread legs, and rips the crotch wide open. My ex-boyfriend did the same thing. And they were both rotund men. Oh, my God. Keep your legs closed. I don't know.
Perhaps he needs to get sweatpants, not trousers. Like a stretchy sweatpants.
That's why he's wearing sweatpants, because they stretch. But how long are they going to keep stretching, Ed? I don't know.
Sweatpants stretch way. They're great. They'll be fine on him.
Yeah. And even he said he needs clothes. I said, go on eBay and order some. Yeah. Hell, I'd rather go shopping at Goodwill because it's cheaper. Fine. I'm sure Kristen will take you. Or Ray will take you.
What size is he?
Hi, Rusty. How you doing? Oh, here's a kitty cat that does not have to worry about his clothes not fitting him. And he keeps himself clean. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just think that's so disgusting. I'm being honest with you. It's just so disgusting. I don't even know how anyone can sleep like that. Ugh.
Oh dear. He don't know no better. That's probably what it is.
Let me get Rusty Cam on here. Because Rusty's here. I kind of owe him that much.
Maybe he grew up that way. Oh.
Yeah, I know. He's a big cat. Sorry, I get a little far away to give you nuzzles. Come here. Come on.
How did you know he got fat, Cruiser?
Let's see. How did you know that I got fat, Cruiser? Rusty or Ed?
No, Ed. He's saying Ed got fat.
Yeah, Ed's getting fat. Even he admits he's getting fat.
Fat cat, fat Ed.
And then he's hypercritical of my weight. The problem is the difference is that I am trying my best to lose weight.
Well, I mean, if you want to lose weight, you've got to be dedicated. Because there's so many people that go on diets year after year after year.
Yeah, I know. And so many times the diets actually fail for a variety of reasons. The most obvious is stress.
Yeah.
I mean, what's going on in the recent world is not helping. And, and lockdown after lockdown after lockdown doesn't help you either.
Right.
I remember the old expression they say, we have to lower the curve. Well, that didn't work very well, did it?
I mean, that's a good point, Skynet. He wouldn't be sleeping in my bed.
Yes, Skynet, I know
like
what he does in my bed every night.
Ooh.
I'm going to have to wash my sheets soon. But, the point is, I don't know what to do with the situation with Ed. Like I said earlier, that's not really my problem. I just wish he'd take a little more proactive concern about his well-being.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, if you're getting on with him and you're happy with him, then just keep him. But
I'm happy with him to a point, but I still would like to see him do more for himself. And then he said, I'm giving up drinking. I said, "Oh, that'd be good because then you save a ton of money."
Yeah, that would be a good start for him.
Yeah, I know you have. He's been on my stream a few times, walking by and all that.
Oh, well, if he stops drinking, maybe, I mean,
That
it'll
would
stop some of the,
seriously lower the amount of calories he's taking in every day.
well, and it'll also stop some of the arguments.
He eats like 4,000 to 6,000 calories a day.
Does he?
But he's not doing much activity, so he's not burning those 4,000 to 6,000 calories a day.
Right. But it also might stop some of your bickering and your arguing.
What do you mean, the clothing?
No, if he stops drinking.
I think if he stops drinking, he'll start to lose weight. Maybe he'll start to feel better. If he can start getting active to do things outside of the house a bit, I think that would be good for him.
He could volunteer at the soup kitchen.
There is no soup kitchen.
Whatever
They're
it
not
is.
taking volunteers. So the soup kitchen's not taking volunteers. Besides, he wouldn't meet the health and safety requirements for them. They want you to take a full food service exam just to volunteer at the soup kitchen.
Oh.
They don't need anyone to clean the dining room. They don't need anybody to make coffee in the morning.
You're very against Ed volunteering at the soup kitchen.
I don't think he's ready to take on such a responsibility.
All right.
That's my opinion. You know. So
maybe he could be like a greeter at the door, at, Walmart or.
Yeah, he could be. But he needs more clothes.
Yeah. I think they have a uniform, don't they? Or they have a shirt.
They do have kind of a uniform, yeah. He would get a shirt and maybe a pair of pants as well. I don't know.
Well, that'd be his ideal job because he could fit out his clothing and get paid for it.
Yeah. Right. And he also would not have to physically move around much. Yeah, so he could sit in a chair and just basically just wave his hands at everybody at the door.
Well, I think you're supposed to check receipts.
Oh, yeah, they're supposed to check receipts too. He was trained as a security guard. There's no reason why he couldn't do that.
Was he? What did he used to guard?
He used to work as a security guard for a couple different jobs in the past. But the biggest problem with Walmart is the Walmart's in Torrington. The buses, the say they want him to work in the morning. He wouldn't be able to get there by bus. Or if he can get there, he may not be able to get home, depending on the circumstances, what his schedule would be. I don't know about that. Well, I throw away my receipts too, but usually those people don't usually question my purchase at Walmart.
Yeah, but you don't throw your receipt away until you get out the door. So.
Well, they never usually ask to see my receipts anyway. The only time I keep the receipts if it might be something I might return to the store later, which is usually not the case.
I must look dodgy. They always look at my receipts.
What's that? No, they always do. So it depends on the store. I know the BJ's Wholesale Club does. Maybe Costco does. I don't know. Oh yeah, I need to copy that reminder about the gaming shows for the Twitch side of it, so the Twitchers have the same reminder about the gaming streams. I tried to play my American Truck Simulator after the show last night, and it was a mess. I really had a hard time with the controller for some reason. Maybe because I was distracted and thinking about something else, and it was just a bad show. It was just a bad gameplay.
Maybe you were tired, because truckers aren't supposed to be trucking. They're supposed to have a certain amount of rest, sleep.
Yeah. I think I was definitely emotionally tired from last night's stream. We had a good time singing and playing the music and everything. Okay, Paul's coming on. Hold on a minute here. Hello, how you doing?
Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, guys. How's it going?
Good.
It's going okay. Oh, Rusty's over here now. What are you doing, Cat?
It's going okay. Yeah,
Rust-
Michelle, you looked like you were having some trouble yesterday on that truck simulator with the controller there.
I don't know.
You think that'd be easier? I figured that would be easier to drive with than
Finally,
the keyboard.
I got so fed up with the controller last night. I switched back to the keyboard halfway through.
Yeah.
But I still can't max the parallel parking for some reason. Rusty, what are you doing?
It's a tough thing to get down.
There goes Cat giving everybody headbutts today.
I'll just take the head. He can keep the butt.
Twitch the air at me.
How you doing this morning, Tiger Kitty?
Big Cat.
Good.
Hey, what are you doing? Getting feisty now, huh? He doesn't like my dress very much. Yeah. He likes to swat at my dress for some reason. Anyway, so
Swatting at the flies.
button apple pies. What does that mean?
Yeah, Rusty's. Whatchamacallit, Michelle? Michelle, Lumi. I think Lumi's what's getting in your way, Michelle, of you being a good driver because Lumi's yelling at you when you're on the road there.
Well, we're taking turns driving, but last time
Lumi's a backseat driver.
Last night Michelle was so distracted, she basically was ready to just throw her hands in the air.
Yeah, Lumi, you weren't helping though. You need to calm Michelle down and ease her. You were yelling at her, Lumi. You can't be a backseat driver to Michelle. You gotta let Michelle concentrate.
I know. We're taking turns in the wheel.
Michelle's doing great with her trucking, though, Lumi. She's doing good.
I know. We know it's a game, but it's just. I'd like to see Michelle not keep smashing and everything.
Well, she's doing good. She's coming along.
She's trying to go faster and faster and faster, and then the steering gets harder and harder and harder, and then she's like. And that's like, do you have to move the wheel even less to get the steering and it goes faster? Yeah.
Well, Michelle, you and Michelle are doing great, Lumi. Just keep it up. Try not to get too frustrated while Michelle's driving. It's hard to yell. It's hard to drive when someone's yelling at you. Just remember that, Lumi. You gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just But yeah, you guys are doing good.
So you playing World of Warcraft tonight? Do you think it's 7?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If I don't know if Sky's playing, but yeah, we should be good to go tonight, Michelle.
Yeah, we should be able to go today. Yeah,
we should be good to go tonight.
I don't know what Skynet's schedule is. I know he's usually available at night, not so much in the daytime.
Yeah, we'll give him. We'll see what happens, but yeah, we should be good to go.
So we'll play it on. We'll just play it on Twitch. So that way, because we know that the YouTube is got viewers too, but I don't know. does anybody on YouTube even like it? The gameplay?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
do.
I'm sure there are. There's people who watch, you know.
I watch.
Yeah, there's people who watch on YouTube, Michelle.
There's people that come in and then they pop out again.
Yeah.
But to be
Yeah.
honest, generally Red and I.
Yeah. So,
The morning shows have been great this week. Really have to hear that shrill.
hello, Michelle. By the way, it's coffee this morning. It's not tea.
Yeah. So much better. Fucking quieter and relaxing. Yeah, I gotta get some coffee too, Michelle.
It's coffee today, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I got God in my life. I have Mother and Father God are in my life. Yeah, God is in my life.
Yeah, at all. Yeah. Jesus. What you got up for today, Michelle? What are you doing this afternoon? Got any plans?
Maybe, I don't know. Besides, like I said, check the news.
Mm-hmm.
Check the Discord. Ed's got a guy coming by.
Really?
To deliver some stuff, yeah.
Oh yeah, what do you mean by like some stuff?
The guy,
Michelle?
Ed bought
Like
back
drugs?
some of his train stuff from the guy. Then he sold it to because he wanted
Oh
to
my
keep
God.
it.
Oh my God, Michelle. He's probably
He
paying
sold
double than what he
shit
sold
and then
before.
bought it back again.
Yeah. Is he paying the same price or is the guy like doubling up on him?
Well, no, he didn't charge him that much because he didn't buy everything back. Just bought some train stuff back.
Oh, that's the last thing Ed needs,
Why
Michelle.
did he do that?
He's never
Because
going
he kind of felt like he rushed into something that he wasn't ready for, which was to basically get ready to go to Florida, and he's not ready to go to Florida, so...
Clearly.
Oh, I see.
Ed's never
He was
gonna
running around selling his stuff, getting that ticket.
He was, and then now he's buying it back.
Now he's
And then he didn't buy the ticket, so he had
Now
the
he's
money,
fucking buying
so
it
he
back.
made a deal with the guy. He says, it's acting kind of like a pawn shop. He said, I'll buy the stuff back, but I don't need everything back. I just need some of it back. And the guy said, okay, fine. So he's paying like $275 to get the stuff back that he wants to keep. And I said, well, you know, you got a lot of other train sets here you really don't need. I don't know why you just don't.
Michelle, but how much did it cost Ed to sell this train set and buy it back again? What's his out of pocket?
He's only paying $275 to buy it back, but he sold that and a lot of other stuff extra for $360. So there's stuff he doesn't want back, and the guy at the store said, "Well, honestly," he said, "I don't think I'm going to be able to sell the other stuff anyway." He said, "If you want the American Flyer stuff back, that's fine with me." You know, he said I could probably keep the HO stuff and sell that because more people will buy the HO. But and then he gave Krista and Ray 2 battery-operated train sets for their daughter's birthday present.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice of him.
Well, no, he didn't lie to me. He didn't even lie at all. He just said that, you know, he changed his mind because I know he made plans to go, but he changed his mind, okay? He asked me what I felt about it. I said, that's fine. I said, I think you're rushing out too fast. And right now is not the time to go rushing out there with a plan. You don't even have a plan. I said, you're rushing into something and it's not good for you.
Well, it's very strange that he changed his mind so suddenly after being so cocksure. So I wonder if something happened.
I don't think he's very good at planning anything. Yeah, I think he acts impulsively first, and then he later realizes he made a mistake. Oops. That seems to be a common trait with Taurus. Taurus does that. They can be very impulsive, and then they later regret what they did.
I don't have that problem, Michelle.
I'm starting to look at Ed as being in a different light. Like he's more of a fragile.
He's like a 5-year-old trapped in a 65-year-old's body.
Yeah, like more of a.
I do
a
sense that he's a little
simple,
bit indecisive. I think,
more of a Gollum character.
but
Yeah, I like to do my research before I buy, Michelle. I don't really like the impulse buy. I don't really do that too much. I like to do a little research, maybe do a little bargain hunting.
I do too. That's one of the reasons
Yeah,
why I
you
try
know?
to. But like I said last night, which is true, is I'm personally thinking about hightailing it out of here. I mean, it seems it'd be easier for me to find a better place to live without having to worry about Ed. Let Ed keep the apartment.
I'll be right back.
Let him have the furniture. While I find another place of my own and hightail it out of here. I need a break. I need a new change, like everybody says. So the problem is I'm not sure which state I want to go to if I want to stay in the United States. With all this stupid BS going on in the world today, I don't even know if anywhere in the world is really any place to go that's safe.
Yeah, that's true. Same shit everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I mean. So you're just going to be moving from one pile of garbage to another pile of garbage.
Well, the only thing with you is you could improve your accommodation because it's going to take a lot to not improve.
You think you can improve your accommodations, but what happens if you move into a situation that's even worse?
I mean, I don't think you could.
Because, I mean, economically, I'm looking at the situation, and places that I can afford to go are not really that much better than what I've already got. In fact, a lot of them are worse off.
Here you go. You want to move to Michigan?
Michigan would be good because there's development opportunities in Michigan. I thought about, moving to Montana. North Dakota has some nice options too. But I don't really know. North Dakota and Montana are kind of similar in the sense they're both kind of flat, prairie states.
Yeah.
They're not.
It's very brave of you, Michelle, because anybody doing this on their own, it would be very nerve-wracking. So
it is nerve-wracking. It is absolutely nerve-wracking. I'm not going to lie. First of all, it's just like the situation is, once I basically do the equivalent, I'll basically pack my bags, get my Amtrak ticket. There's no way in hell I can go back and renege and go, I changed my mind. Too late. You already turned in the keys. So you have no way to go back. All you can do is go forward. And that's scary. And it really is scary.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't imagine doing that myself.
Well, and what you kind of did when you came to the United States.
Well, yeah, I've done it quite a few times. What we're talking about. But yeah, I did it.
How long have you been in the States for, Kitty?
I think about 6-7 years.
Oh, okay.
7 years, okay.
Any regrets? Any regrets?
No, I like it here.
Dabs wants to say, if you move to Michigan, you would be closer to me. Yes, I know. And like I said, Michigan's got the colder weather, and there is a Finnish community. That would be good, because me and Lemmy could go visit the people in the Finnish community near the Lake Michigan.
You don't have to be Finnish,
and there's also, of course, even though it's more in Wisconsin, you got the Norwegians. And Minnesota, that's not too far away.
Know where you would do good, Michelle? In Michigan, Amish country.
Yeah, I don't know. Do they have a lot of Amish? I know Ohio has a large community in Ohio.
Yeah, there's more of a community in Ohio, but we still have an Amish community over here up north. It's you probably like it up north, Michelle.
Well, hang on though. Michelle wouldn't be able to stream, would she? Are they allowed to?
You'd have to, they don't have the
Well,
best
I wouldn't be
internet.
Amish. I'd be probably considered more like Mennonite. But even then, I'm not Mennonite either. I'm technically considered English. But yeah, I could still stream if they have an internet provider over there.
I don't think
In that area. I mean, I still would live a pretty basic, simple livelihood like I've talked about before.
No, Michelle, you need to come to Detroit. They would love you over here, Michelle. They'd love you in the D. Get out in the summertime. Oh, yeah.
Isn't Detroit dodgy?
Yeah, I mean,
Detroit is
Michelle would be all
dodgy.
right.
Detroit is dodgy as is Flint.
See, don't go there.
You'd be all right. Michelle, you'd be all right.
Well,
I'd
I guess
survive.
just don't go in the hood. Stay away from the
I
hood.
definitely would want to find a place better than Detroit. I really would be better in a smaller town than anything. I wouldn't go for bigger. I wouldn't go for a bigger city.
How dare you?
No. Seriously, I would go for a small town, not a big city like Detroit or Flint.
How dare you?
I don't think I would fit in either place.
You don't want to go to Flint, Michelle. You can't drink.
I hated Torrington, and Torrington's only about 30,000 people, so you can imagine that. I got stuck in Torrington for like 4 years, and I wanted to get out of here. So they're so bad that when my father passed away, I got the opportunity to go back to Winston. I basically made tire treads in my carpet to get out of that apartment fast.
With the way these nignogs are shooting each other, Michelle, I'm sure we'll be down to 30,000 within a couple of years.
Maybe, but I don't want to be around anywhere near a larger city. I just want to.
There's plenty of nice towns.
I just want to stay in a country town. I'm a country person
plenty
anyway.
of nice towns like that, Michelle. Where there's things, Michelle, we have towns that are like country, but they also have the benefits of the city. It's set up like the country. There's no sidewalks. There's turny roads, but yet there's also businesses you can go to, buses you can take, so you can live in a community.
I like sidewalks. In the summertime when they're shoveled and clean, but when they're not clean and they're not shoveled, they're no better than no sidewalks, because then you still end up walking the road anyway.
Yep.
Remember, I gotta change the wheels of my walker every 2 years. Because the wheels get sandblasted to death. They don't, I thought about putting outdoor power equipment wheels on my walker so they would be able to take a heavier abuse. Black rubber wheels. Black rubber, not black whoever. Oh, God.
Black whoever in the wheels.
So, if I did make that move, it's going to be a really big, major change. And I wouldn't have necessarily anyone helping me. Not because I don't want them to help me, but because they can't help me.
Well, I'm sure there's help for you wherever you go.
Well, Leo was going to originally kind of help me out. You were going to kind of help me out finding another place to go. Craig was kind of going to help me out, but Craig was temporary. You was temporary. Leo would have been kind of temporary. Now, of course, she doesn't want to have anything to do with me.
Who's that?
Because she was going to let me know a little bit about her area of Michigan, how it would be for me as a disabled individual. But now she doesn't want to talk to me anymore. Sure you can. But, again, the batteries and those things have to be replaced, because after a while, the lead-acid batteries go bad. There is two-wheel scooters. They're not mobility scooters, but they're two-wheel. That would be better, because then they even put a seat on them so you could actually race around on a tail-wheel scooter. I don't know if I'd be able to drive a two-wheel and not fall over, but...
You can get a three-wheel, Michelle. Get you a three-wheel scooter.
Yeah, or you can get a four-wheel.
You can just get you a mount. One of those big Rusties, and just have you ride around on him like in World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you'd be all right wherever you'd go, Michelle. You would just have to get settled in and get used to it. But Michelle, wherever you went, I think you would be just fine.
You're a nice person, so you're easy to get on with. Don't worry about what Bleach Lady does or says. She's an idiot.
And Michelle, you'll be just fine no matter where you go. I think you are handicapped, Michelle, but you deal with your handicaps very well. You'd get around. It'd just be tough. It's just a tough thing to move. No, whether you're moving across town or across country. I mean, it's a big thing to take on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
For
the
anybody.
thing is
For
that
anybody.
I don't want to go to a big city. I really
Yeah,
don't.
we get that. I get that. I would say you're probably I'd say you're probably set where you are then, Michelle. You don't want to be in a big city. You're in a country town. I mean, why move from Connecticut? If you're already kind of where you want to be.
Well,
What would make you want to move is what I'm saying. What would
well, the problem is Connecticut mandates that you have to have electricity in your home, and that's the reason why. And the fact is that everybody's telling me don't buy a house in Connecticut because you can't afford it, which is absolutely true. And so maybe I'm looking for a place where I could basically, set up a small little, homestead, maybe out in the countryside, maybe buy an abandoned property and then just set it up the way I want it set up.
That's probably going to take you about $10,000 to do, $15,000 to do, Michelle. I would say maybe save up that 15 grand and then
I'm working on it.
Moving.
I'm working on it.
Once you get there, I would say maybe start looking, but until you get to, I would say at least 10, 15 grand to buy a house and all that.
But you got to remember one thing, okay? This is something that Tiger Kitty understands. I'm not exactly a kid anymore, so you've got an age issue.
Right.
Where you got to remember that you can't plan 30, 40 years down the road because you may not have 30, 40 years.
Right.
Something Tiger Kitty would understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
I don't know. Something else. The Federal Reserve is planning to increase interest rates, so you're not going to see. The reason is they want to try to counteract inflation, but they're concerned if they raise them too high, they're going to create stagflation, which is just as bad.
Michelle, I don't think you actually want Ed to move. I think you're quite happy to live with Ed. And
to a point, yeah, but the thing is to a point. There are things that Ed does that I don't like, and you know that.
Well, that's, yeah. But I think you're probably better off just staying with Ed where you are now.
Well, that's what I'm thinking too, also, because that's another option, because I'm already established here. But then we all know that my landlord is getting up to 10 years. But like Stan CG said, if the building ever goes to probate for whatever reason, I probably will be here for many years because of the situation with the backlogs in the courts. And it would be really hard to evict a paying tenant that has never done anything wrong or violated any kind of housing terms of service or anything like that. And because the housing courts are dealing with evicting people that really do not pay the rent on time, do not really keep the house up, do not care about the landlord, do not care about his needs. So I might be here no matter what, but the point is that I do want to do something different in my life because I feel I am stagnant.
Okay, yeah. But this is what I'm going to say then, is that if you wanted Ed gone, you would have had him gone by now. So I don't think anybody trying to get rid of Ed is a good idea anymore because you don't want him gone.
Well, I don't necessarily want him to get lost and get hurt out there in the wild either. I don't want to see that happen.
Well, but I just get the impression you don't want him gone. And if you don't want him gone, then that's absolutely fine. And you've got to live that life you've chose. which is living in the apartment.
Well, technically, and they are about the same age, so we're both getting up there. You know what? Speaking of that, whatever happened to seasons? Whatever happened to seasons? Whatever happened to some of the people that used to be here? I don't even know.
Michelle. They can't handle it.
I don't know if they were here in the morning, were they?
Not as much, yeah. I think seasons came more to the night shows. I don't know, Michelle.
I don't think
I can't keep up with everybody.
I don't think I saw her in the last night's show, but the last night's show was not on YouTube, it was on Twitch.
All right. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Only the real ones stick around, Michelle. We know that, and it's not for everybody, but the real people will always stick around, The real ones.
And I haven't seen Magical lately either. I did send her a message on...
Well, tax season, Michelle. She's probably busy, It's tax season. A lot of people are getting
Let's
that shit
see if I got
done.
any messages waiting for me.
Oh,
okay.
Get some taxes done, everybody out there. April 15th. Get them done, guys. We got like 20 days.
You just pay somebody else to do that.
Yeah. Exactly. Michelle, you get your taxes done yet, Michelle? Michelle.
Oh, here's something from Leo. She says, you just lost most of your people by doing what you just did, Michelle. I told you yesterday, continue doing things you're doing and clarify to people in the group that you are not to be blamed.
What?
Because I was upset and I wanted people to understand how I was feeling, Leo. Because the fact is, I felt like I was being thrown under the bus for no good reason at all.
What is going on?
What happened, Michelle? What are you talking about? Where did you get thrown under the bus at?
Hi, Zippy. How you doing?
No, I think Leo's just sent Michelle a message or something.
Michelle, where did you get thrown under the bus at?
Because of the situation with Leo, she basically asked me to continue doing the show as normal and try to act like normal, and I said that's fine. And then she got mad because I'm hanging out with some people that she allegedly said is guilty of these crimes.
That's fucking ridiculous.
And I was literally
high school. It's high school bullshit, Michelle. You should be able to hang out with who you want.
Exactly.
Not have anybody say, "Oh, you can't hang out with them because I don't like them." It's so fucking childish, and it's what they do in the drama community, Michelle. It's a bunch of bullshit. That's why it's like a Monica situation. That's why we call her Monica 2.0. Michelle should be able to have who she wants on her show.
Yeah, Noodles is here.
Don't be on it, It's fucking ridiculous. People should be able to hang out with who they want, whether someone likes them or not. It's called being an adult,
Yeah.
I don't like all of my friends, or even their wives or their girlfriends, but does that make me say, fuck you? No.
And then she says to me, I'm not subscribed to your channel. Okay, you're not subscribed to my channel. Well, then, what does that put you in? It shows me that you don't even support me as a person. You don't even respect me that I'm a good person and trying to do my best. That's another thing that gets me upset. I told her, I said, you can always watch passively in the background. But, she's not even willing to do that.
Just childish bullshit, Michelle.
Don't let it worry you, Michelle. Okay? Don't get upset.
Okay, I try not
to. Should be able to be friends with whoever you want or have whoever you want on your show, Michelle. It's ridiculous.
But Paul, the sad thing is,
I get
Stan has also left,
and I'm not even married to Leo, or I'm not her girlfriend, and yet.
Well, again, the real ones will always stick around, Michelle. The real people who support you will always stick around.
I don't want Michelle being upset.
It happens every year, unfortunately. People come and go. Vlogger, pub, Bubba. People come and go, Michelle, right? We've had a lot of people come and go from the show.
Well, Pop, unfortunately, had a notorious habit of kicking everybody off, basically making everybody else not want to be on the show, okay? Vlogger was highly respected, but, there was people the Plugger didn't get along with, and they just,
Yeah,
you know,
it's what everybody.
made
That's the
him
drama
force.
community.
He just
That's
decided it
all that
wasn't
is.
worth being on the show for that because of those people. And I
Drama
mean,
community.
for me, I mean, it's stressful. I mean, I don't even want to. I can't explain how it feels like in my heart.
Michelle, listen. Leo loves you. She doesn't want anything bad to happen to you. You know why she left for a little bit. She'll be back. Relax. It's okay, Michelle.
Well, I'm sure she does love me, Noodles, but you know, she has a strange way of showing it.
Well, you know what's going on. She told you what's going on. Michelle, don't pretend like you don't know what's going on.
I
She
can't
told
talk
you what was
about it
going
here,
on.
Noodles. I can't talk about it here.
Yeah, I know, but you know what's going on. You're pretending like you don't. So what's the problem?
I think everybody knows what's going on.
Yeah, so Michelle, just relax. She doesn't hate you. She's just staying away for a little bit. That's it. Michelle, she'll come back.
Yeah.
Michelle, you talk to her in private too, right?
I talked to her in private. I used to talk to Monica in private too. And you know what? Monica doesn't even talk to me anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with her. I talked to that lady once, but
Carrie Bridges, you said, doesn't like me, but yet at the same time, I don't think that's the case. I think Carrie Bridges and Rickington decided they wanted to stay away from the YouTube side because of all the stuff that kept happening with her. It's still frustrating me because, I've gotten close to these people as almost like friends and family, and I really, feel, betrayed because of what is going on.
no, stupid things happen, Michelle. It's not your fault.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not your fault. You're doing a show. That's all you're doing. You're not hurting anyone.
Right now, I'm really
You're not
seriously
targeting.
thinking about hightailing it out of Connecticut and going somewhere else right now.
Yeah, come to my house. You live with me.
Because I can't. I'm thinking about getting out of the East Coast completely because it's too expensive here. I can't. I mean, Connecticut is going to be so expensive, but then again, I look
I
at the
never told you this,
Midwest,
Michelle, but
and the
I got a
Midwest
villa
isn't
out
any
in,
cheaper, and the Midwest isn't any cheaper.
Michelle, I have a villa on the West Coast that I really don't do anything with. You can live there if you want. It's got a winery and
I don't want to go to the
all this
West Coast. There is way too much. It's just
Michelle,
like.
are you listening to Noodles? He's telling you he's got a place you can go, Michelle. He's got a place for you. Are you hearing Noodles?
Yeah, well, I know he said that, but like I said,
Michelle,
what I want to go
also
to, I'm
have-
thinking about going to the Midwest.
I also have a McMansion out in the Midwest that I don't do anything with. You can live in that McMansion.
I don't want a mansion. I just want a simple little cottage. Anyway,
Not interested, Noodles.
a very basic cottage. Place where I can basically go. Maybe in a smaller community where I feel like I fit in somewhere. Because I don't really feel like I fit in anywhere anymore.
Michelle, we have this thing called Spectrum where I live. Maybe you should try to contact Spectrum and see if you can live there.
I never heard of Spectrum. I've heard of Spectrum Cable. I don't think you can live at the cable company.
No, it's called Spectrum Home for the Living.
I don't know where the hell is that. What town is that in?
I think it's all in North Jersey.
No, thank you. I don't want to be in New Jersey. I don't even want to be in New England. Or I just want to get the hell out of here. I'm really, really starting to feel that way.
Why don't you contact Elon Musk and see if he can take you to the moon, Michelle, and you go live on the moon? How about that?
I don't want to. Well, the moon actually would have an advantage. Gravity's 1/6 of Earth, but the problem is getting there is very expensive. And I don't know.
Why don't you see if Elon Musk can help you?
Right now, I think is that Mars would be interesting, but I don't know if Rusty would like to be stuck in a cat carrier for a 6 months trip to Mars.
and Rusty and zero G's.
I think that the reason one of the things is they're concerned about is just that the zero G's. I wonder if they need to make a craft with artificial gravity. I mean, it's possible to do, but I know on Ben Boba's Mars and Kim Stanley Robinson's Mars, they talked about that, making artificial gravity for the 6 months trip. But the one thing that hard radiation is a real problem in going to Mars. We would be totally out of the shielding of the Earth. Sippy says it's kind of understandable, though. Michelle puts a lot into a friendship. Maybe too much, but that's her way. It's not productive for your if it's not productive for your well-being. Yeah. But like I said, also the problem is still, like I said, Connecticut, New England, actually the whole East Coast to some extent, has got to be too expensive to stay here anymore. Red wants to come on panel. The situation with New England is it got to be too expensive. And just like the West Coast, New England has a lot of blue state mentality, and
Why don't you stay with Witty Widow? Like some villa out in like Maine or something. Just live out in Maine.
I don't
Michelle,
know.
you deserve to live in a villa.
Where life with Linda is living is kind of interesting. I mean, she told me about it. It was a small gated community in the Missouri area. I wonder if someplace like that would be fine. But I kind of really don't want to live in a modern city community. I want to kind of live in a more rural, rustic environment because I really like the country life.
For you. And you know what, Michelle? I guarantee you, she can build a room above the garage, and you can you would basically be like the Fonzie, the 2022 Arthur Fonzarelli.
Yeah, well, right now I can't afford to live any place with utilities. I have to basically consider living off-grid. I really believe off-grid living for me would be a better choice. Isn't it expensive anywhere, though? It's all equaled out in taxes, right? Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. That's what I'm saying is, but if you move and you're basically put yourself in a worse situation, then what? You know, I'd have to think about that too. I mean, right now, economically, where I am is okay. I mean, I'm safe. My rent's still $800. I still have my apartment. I still have my, my things, my cat, But, I do feel like in some ways it kind of, stuck. But if I move, I'm afraid I might put myself in a situation that's a lot less productive. So, I mean, that's something that I really feel deep down in my heart why something needs to be done.
You need to move in with me, I'm telling you, Michelle.
I don't necessarily want to move in with anybody else right now. Yeah, I know that. Sippy, I know that. I get it. That's what I'm trying to point out. Is that, yeah, you have to look at all that.
That's true. The grass is not always greener on the other side.
But it is always greener up in the septic tank.
Not funny.
Yes, it was.
So, I mean, that's the reality. I know.
I wouldn't worry too much at this moment. I think you're a little bit upset today, so.
Hi, how are you?
You need to de-stress a little.
You need a bag?
Idea, please.
You need to get Ed to put out, Michelle. Get some of that stress off.
Yeah.
Make him earn his keep around there. Okay, motherfucker, you want to keep ticking, you better start licking. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't think people really understand, for example, how much I try to put a lot into what I do emotionally. You know,
Oh, I think people do,
including
Michelle. They do.
friendships. I put my heart and my soul into every relationship I have. I do my best.
Yeah, but Michelle, you could be trying a lot harder. I don't think you do so because you're scared. And again, Michelle, if you just came here, you would live here for free, Michelle. I just make you do chores. You'd mow the grass. I'd make you walk the dogs. I'd probably have you scrub the toilet. Would have you cook me meals. I would have you do my laundry.
I tried, actually, like I said, I'm looking at a place that doesn't even have indoor plumbing.
How are you going to live somewhere that doesn't have indoor
You're gonna
plumbing?
regret that at some point in time in your life, Michelle.
You're
Yeah.
too old to be taking on projects like that.
Yeah, I know. I agree with that.
Well, why would you look for a place without indoor
Like I
plumbing?
said in one of my other videos, I feel that a lot of ships have already sailed past and there's not much they can do about it. You know, so I don't know. I mean, I suppose you saw at the beginning of last night's show on Twitch that there was definitely a lot of sadness and
Wait, Michelle, did you have a
melancholy
crush on
feelings.
Leo or something?
Probably.
No. Michelle, come on. If that's what it was, Michelle, don't worry about it.
I don't have a crush on you. I see you as a friend.
He didn't say him, Michelle. He didn't say him. He
Oh,
said,
okay.
Do you have a crush on Leo? Do you have a crush on her or something?
I saw her as a sister-like person, you know, as a sister, and then she basically slaps me in the face like that. I was like, you know.
Yeah, it's another Monica situation, Michelle. You know,
Zippy says, yes, we do. We're all humans. Suffer the same issues or have. We're all related to one another's. We're all relative to one another's feelings. Wait a minute, that doesn't sound quite right. We're all relative to each other's feelings. It doesn't. What? Can you clarify the word relative in this case? Because it sounds kind of.
We need some
like,
clarification, please, Zippy, on the word relative.
Yeah, please clarify the word relative. I'm not sure what that means in this case.
I think Noodles is eating a biscuit of some description. Or a burger. A burger?
dirty bird.
Well, anyway, one thing.
But it's too early to be
Oh, we
eating
can
burgers.
relate. Okay. We can
Never
relate
too.
to each other's
Never.
feelings. Okay. Yeah.
Never too early or late.
But
for a
let's be
burger.
honest, though, like I said, is the fact is, given the way the world is, there are a lot of people that want to get out of here. We really feel insecure emotionally what's going on in the world right now. I know I'm not the only one. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. A lot of people feel this.
I'm not going to hang over Craig.
Craig
Correct.
is live. You should be there. Why isn't Craig Sr. on my stream? Or is this
That's
another?
not the same Craig. I don't think, Michelle. It's different.
Oh,
Craig.
it's not the same Craig. Okay.
I don't need to get screamed at over there.
Who's Craig?
Don't worry about him, Michelle. He's an angry guy. He's got everything to lose.
Oh, he likes to basically yell at everybody, complaining about his unhappiness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm any better. Maybe I'm not screaming at people, but But anyway,
We all
so
all have
tonight
off
around
days,
7-ish,
Michelle.
we're going to play some World of Warcraft. And Tiger Kitty, I'm going to call you after the show, like I said, in the afternoon. I did text you last night that I was going to call
Okay,
you.
just call me. Yeah.
Well, Tiger was busy last night, Michelle.
Yeah, it's any time in the afternoon good?
Yeah. Well, soon after the show, if you like.
Yeah, I can call you right after the show, yeah.
Yeah. All
right. So the morning shows on YouTube have been doing okay. They do great with Stan and his road trips. People love the road trips. And and that makes it, people want to come and watch because it's unique and wonderful, and people get a chance to see a little bit of the state I live in. But now he doesn't even want to do the road trips anymore.
Let's give it some time, Michelle, like Noodle said. I'm sure people will come back. They're just on their own agenda right now for whatever reason, but, just give it some time, Michelle.
Yeah.
Yeah, this happens every year. Skynet said it, people, come in and try and do whatever they do and then leave. It's a cycle, Michelle. It's a cycle. All will be good. Just give it a month or two. Everything will even back out again. Happens all the time. It's nothing new, right, Michelle? Nothing new. Happens every year. Around this time, actually.
Right now, I'm still trying to grow my Twitch channel, too, and I can't quite...
You'll get there, Michelle. Just keep streaming.
I know I'm getting there, but the problem is that I feel that it's just, you would think at 1,122 subs, more people would be joining on Twitch, because they only need 5 more, and it's like... It's just not getting anywhere.
Well, we don't have that many people watching your show, Michelle. So I mean, you can have 120, you can have 1,000 subs, but I mean, unless you get like those 1,000 subs who all watch it, you just gotta work on it.
That makes a good question. If Michelle did finally get the affiliate program, and for some reason the view count goes below 3 count, does she lose the affiliate program again?
No, you would still have it. No, you would still have it.
I don't know, that's a good question.
No, you're asking a question and I'm giving you an answer, Michelle, and I'm telling you, yes, you would still have it. You don't have to say, I don't know. I'm letting you know you would still have it. I know people who have one viewer in their stream.
In other words, Twitch wouldn't say, well, you dropped below 50. Oh, I'm sorry. You originally got 75, so we have to take back all your affiliate money and everything.
No, that wouldn't happen.
Thanks for playing.
No, that wouldn't happen, Michelle. They don't do that over there.
Yeah, I know that part. My season isn't my season. No, I know. And that's why I get depressed so much after the season. I go through this emotional roller coaster. And by the time June 21st comes, or July 21st, is it June 21st? Yeah, that's when I'm usually at my worst. And then as we get closer to my season, I start to get a little more emotionally better and get back on my feet again.
All right. And summer's coming, so you'll be able to go out and take some walks.
Yeah.
Get out more.
That's true. Zippy says, I was watching you try to drive a truck using a keyboard. That was actually funny to watch. But if you definitely need a controller for those games... Also, these simulation games are pretty popular. Yes, they are. I do have a controller. I played with this last night, and I kind of kept overcompensating, especially when higher speed. And sometimes I grab the wrong button and start messing around with my camera instead of the steering wheel. And I was just getting really, really fed up with this thing last night. So I really think I need a steering wheel and pedals. About
How much are they?
About $200 used.
Jeez.
I'll try and master the controller first.
$300 new for a Logitech G920, and I can't
Don't
afford
they
that.
make any knockoff ones? Like China?
I think that is the knockoff.
If
Oh,
it doesn't, if it's see, this is the problem, Tiger Kenny. I don't know because right now I got the Logitech driver installed here. I downloaded one for Logitech. It will not necessarily support the clone ones, which have a different kind of manufacturer's ID and a USB driver, so they won't recognize the knockoff ones. So
okay.
you need to have one that has the same proper USB device ID in order for the Logitech drivers to recognize it. And if the third party one doesn't have a Mac driver, then you're going to be stuck with a real problem on hand.
All more reason to go
I
to
have been looking on
Windows.
eBay, guys. I have been. I've been looking on eBay for them. I've not seen anyone cheaper in good shape of less than $175. And we decided not to buy them right now because we can't afford it. Because one of the things is we're trying to do is we're trying to pay off our credit card.
Right, yeah.
That's the biggest expense. Right now we're gonna get down to about $900 this month. But then next month, I don't know if I'm gonna have $100 so in revenue, so I may not get paid next month. So if I do get paid next month, that's fantastic. Then I can put another $200, $300 in my credit card. My goal is I want to pay off Capital One, so by the end of the year, it'll be paid off. I'll still have it as current, but it will be paid off.
Why have you got stuff on your credit card in the first place?
Because for a while, like a lot of people, I ran into hardships and I had to use my credit cards. Because before we had YouTube monetization, I had to buy things and I didn't have the money, and so I ended up charging it to my credit card.
Oh, okay.
But then when I started getting monetized from YouTube, that's when I started working on paying off my credit card debts.
Oh, okay.
But at the time, I was up to $1,500, which means the card was just about maxed out.
Wow. Oh, you've done well then.
How you
You've
doing,
got down a bit.
Plutonium's uncensored side chat? Yeah, I'm looking on eBay, guys. Peter Hunter said, Noodles Craig is threatening your life. Go over there now. I don't think he really cares. I don't think Noodles cares about that. Well, keep up the control. We'll keep up with the controller. You'll get the hang of it. It's all muscle memory. Well, that's the thing is, I'm learning this controller, but like I'm driving at very slow speed, like 10, 20, 15, maybe up to 20 miles an hour, and I do fine. But then once I start trying to bring up to like 30, 40, 50, 60 miles an hour, it's like all of a sudden I lose it. That's when I lose it because I panic and I freak out. Like I said last night in the stream, I said, I gotta learn to stop panicking. Because when I panic, it gets worse. Because I overcompensate and I smash into walls, or I smash into other cars and trucks on the road. Because I get scared because I feel I'm going too fast. That's one of the reasons why I don't even know if I really would dare drive a real truck, even if it was on a closed course. I think I would be terrified going at 50, 60 miles an hour in a real truck, even on a closed course. I mean, like,
I'd be terrified for you, Michelle.
yeah, because unlike the game, it's not like you're immortal. One of those head-on crashes like happens in my game, I'd be literally in traction in ICU somewhere, Although in the game it's kind of fun sometimes to actually deliberately let it hang out and basically smash into the other guy, especially when road rage drivers.
So. There you go. Yeah, exactly.
And you could hear last night I was getting pretty perturbed. Yeah, I can curse like a longshoreman if I want to. But yeah, I do enjoy playing World of Warcraft. The trucking game. I like to try it off stream and upload it, but I might just do it earlier today on Twitch. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to watch all the comments because I'll be so focused on the game, but maybe I'll play it on Twitch this afternoon.
Yeah,
Just like we'll
cool.
do the I don't know what the World of Warcraft, if we should do it on YouTube and Twitch or just Twitch. Because we gotta get my subs up on Twitch.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you do both?
I do, but then the problem is that then we're not getting a lot of viewers because a lot of the YouTubers are staying on the YouTube, and a few Twitch people we have are staying on Twitch, but the Twitch streams are not expanding. Take, for example, last night's 7 o'clock show on Twitch. We had 7 viewers on that stream, which was good, but, I don't know. I think we need to reach out to more Twitch people, have them follow.
Yeah.
Oh, well, like Tiger said, Michelle, you can do both at once if you want, or just focus on one or the other. It's your stream, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But most people do watch the World of Warcraft on YouTube. So that's something reason why it puts me kind of a bit of a dilemma here.
Yeah, I would just say do restream.
That's what I
People
do
will find
now.
you on Twitch. Maybe some new people will find you on Twitch.
That's like the morning shows on both YouTube and Twitch. But when I watch the stats after the Twitch restreams, I'm not getting many viewers at one time on Twitch. So I'm getting like 2 Stoner and George Whiteboy, but the only 2 I saw so far on Twitch.
You just got to keep at it, Michelle.
Yeah, I try.
You just gotta keep at it. My channel wasn't, hasn't grown. I took me time to grow my channel as well. I gotta regrow it again. I get it just takes time. It just takes time and patience, Michelle. Look how long it took you to get 1,000 subs on YouTube. I'm not saying it'll take you that long on Twitch, but it just takes time. There's a lot of competition out there. There's a lot of people doing what you're doing, Michelle.
Yeah, I know there is.
But you just gotta be patient with it. I know it's hard, frustrating sometimes. I get it. You just gotta be a little patient. It's
Well, maybe, like I said, as far as the controller thing, maybe if we're not extra crispy because of Russia, maybe I can get one. Maybe in a few months, I could find one.
Yeah, I'd say keep playing the game, Michelle. You think a steering wheel is gonna be easy? It's gonna be a lot harder than a controller, Michelle. There's a lot more to do. You got to keep track of pedals. You got your steering wheel, buttons on your steering wheel. It's not gonna be easier than a simple controller.
Well, the steering wheel would help because at least I would be able to have a one-to-one relation between the wheel and the.
Where would you put it?
And I would have the 3 and 6 o'clock position right in front of me, so I could feel.
Michelle, where would you put it? You have no room on your.
I'd have to put it right here on the table, right in front of where I am now.
Okay, but then you have to lean forward to look at the screen. So how would that work out?
Yeah, I know. That's the only thing.
All right, and you got to work the pedals as well at the same time. You're gonna have a lot going on, Michelle.
Yeah.
I think you should just practice on the controller for a while and the keyboard. And I would put the steering wheel off for a while. Like you said, you got some money, but yeah, just keep practicing.
He said, Zippy, will you join Michelle's Twitch? Let me give people that link in case they don't know about that.
Yeah, drop the link in the chat. It's a great idea.
Yeah, let me post that link because obviously the panel link, I've been posting that, but let's post the Twitch link. Okay. Hold on, let me type this in here. Michelle.
Good idea.
Oops, sorry.
There you go.
Type it in English, please. Michelle's Twitch channel. Please subscribe. http://www.twitch.tv/BIC.
BICA.
Make sure you spelled it right, please. Okay, I got it. All right, so let me go ahead and click as a pinned comment. Okay, there we go. So, yeah. because if you guys want to know, I'm thinking the night shows and the game streams might be just moving over to Twitch.
But this is how we're going to do it, Michelle. If we see somebody, like, I haven't seen Zippy, I think a few times, but not that often. We need to ask people, will you sub up to Michelle's Twitch? We'll soon have
That would help. It would help.
6 players. You only need 6 more, don't you?
Because Twitch does let us play music,
It's like 5 or 4.
and it doesn't normally
Pretty good.
pull your streams off if you got music that people don't like. And last time you guys got a chance to hear some of my music I enjoy, and I know a lot of it was bluegrass and country music.
No, Michelle, perfect for your country. Perfect for trucking, Michelle. That was
Thank
some
you
good
very
trucking
much.
music you had on.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you had some good trucking music on last night, Michelle.
Thank you, Zippy.
Yep.
Oh, it's
Michelle,
awesome.
Michelle needs like another 5 players or something. Or
No,
another
not
5 subs or something.
No, not even. It's well on your way, Michelle. See, you just gotta be patient. Thanks, Zippy. Much
Yeah.
appreciated. Much appreciated.
Zippy, get your friends to join.
Likewise, we need to find out ways to keep the YouTube subs up too. But I think we got to find new people because I think, as you said, there's a lot of competition on YouTube and Twitch, and I don't know how easy it's going to be, considering the fact that there have been a lot of smear campaigns against my channel over the years.
Smear campaigns.
And you're still here, Michelle, doing
How
your
you
thing, you
doing?
know?
They can't take
Gaming,
you down.
Paul Gaming Twitch. Hi, Michelle. Okay. How you doing?
Michelle, look what you just said though, right, Michelle?
Yeah.
There's been some smear campaigns, Michelle, but you're still
over
here.
years.
You're still here,
And
Michelle.
I think some
doing
people
your
really
thing.
believe that some of those smear campaigns are telling the truth and have shied away from what I'm really trying to do.
Well, you see, that's the nature of the beast. There's so many smear
Yes,
campaigns.
please do.
People
Because
like
you know what? We
shit.
also would like to get more people to play with us in World of Warcraft as well.
Michelle, I might have a few people, Michelle, coming in. So I had a few people tell me in my stream they used to play, Michelle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on. You know, when we play World of Warcraft, Michelle, I'm gonna do a stream, get those people in there, and say, hey, you know, come join us up. We're gonna get some more people, Michelle.
Also, my other characters in the Alliance side on Westfall still need others to play with as well. For example, Vanya on Westfall, which is my warrior, really would really benefit to have a priest or a mage or a paladin join her because she's pretty much a solitaire. Same thing with Cadieris, which is also a priest. Or is Michelle Marie's priest? See, I got some names that are duplicate between 2 different servers. But basically, Cadieris and Michelle Marie on Westfall are all sisters of Vanya. And so these 3 separate characters all can use help to achieve things. I mean, a warrior in retail, in classic WoW is, it's a hard life. You're depending on your armor, you're depending on your sword, and you're like, you got the biggest, baddest blades you can get, you got the hardest armor you can get, and it's very heavy. And yet, sometimes you have no help, especially when you're going up with monsters. They're like 3 levels above you, and you're trying to beat them up. And if you're lucky you don't die, you're pretty battered by the time you're done beating them up.
Let me ask you a World of Warcraft question, Michelle.
Okay.
So I have a skill that allows me to turn my enemy into a sheep for up to 20 seconds.
Right,
I don't
polymorph.
Yeah, polymorph. I don't remember liking that one in retail, but do you think it might be worth getting?
Yeah, it's in retail too. It's in retail too.
The question I have, Michelle, is: do you think it's a skill worth having?
Yes, in some cases, especially if you're playing by yourself and you want to get the hell out of harm's way.
Yeah, you turn them into a sheep, and then you can
turn them into sheep and then run like hell. Because the minute you attack them again, they're going to turn back into your original class enemy, and they're going to be recharged. So
Oh,
it's a good
so
defensive skill. You know,
Okay.
it'll get you the hell out of harm's way.
Right. So it wouldn't be useful though for like if me, you, and Skynet are playing. I turn him into a sheep. As soon as you attack him, it's going to turn back into an enemy again. So it
But
wouldn't.
don't forget, though, it only works on certain types of monsters. It doesn't work on every monster.
I'll probably.
For example,
that one.
you can't turn a spider into a sheep.
Yeah.
I know that would be kind of depressing, right? Oh, yeah, but if you can't, but you can turn a hog into a sheep. You can turn a human into a sheep. You can turn wolves into sheeps, but you can't turn
Alright.
things like spiders or some other creatures into sheep.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I just figured I'd ask.
So it's
I'll
kind of specific
it.
to certain things, mainly vertebrates. You know, like as I said, wolves, wolves, boars, humans. But it won't work on arachnids, and it won't work on a couple other creatures. So you cannot turn a murloc, for example, into a sheep.
Okay.
Sometimes I wish I could, you know.
Good to know. Good to know. I'll probably skip it then, Michelle. I'll probably skip it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, like I said, if you were a paladin, which applies more to Skynet, or like my character Michelle Marie on Witness Accord, if you're a hunter, you have a ability. She's an arms hunter, so she has arms training. You can have a gun, and you can basically... But it turns out that her gun is not as effective as some of her other weapons she has, like her arrows. Are more effective than a blunderbuss. For those of you who don't know, a real blunderbuss is not an automatic repeating rifle. Okay? Despite what they make it look like in the game. But you can see in the game, the reality is, you can only reload and fire so many times because it's a front loader. So which means that if you fire... You gotta pour in the shot. I mean the gunpowder, and you gotta put in the shot. Then you gotta put in the wadding, and you gotta pack it down. But the gun's gotta be cold because if it isn't, the powder can catch fire in real blunderbuss and kill yourself. Also, make sure you understand in the real blunderbuss, it's a flintlock, so you can't get the gun wet because if you do, the flint is or percussion cap is useless. Okay, so that's one of the reasons I think that needs to be pointed out. And if you get a real blunderbuss in real life, it will not work when it's wet. Okay, just I would point that out because the American Pawn Stars talked about that. But a crossbow is a completely different story. Right now, for example, Michelle Marie, which is my blood elf hunter, she doesn't have a crossbow, she has a regular bow. But it's pretty effective against enemies, and if you're a good archer, you can fire arrows at a fairly rapid succession. So, just tell me to come back on. Paul's here, Tiger Kitty's here, and Red Foreman, you're there. But you can see the closed captions, so.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you can't.
Hopefully this doesn't restart my... we should be good.
Yeah. So it's 12:07. Let's see how many people are still viewing the show. 7. So I guess it's time to wrap it up now. Because people start leaving, then you know it's over. It's kind of stupid, but that's kind of how it is. There's not much more to say. All right, Tiger Kitty, I'm going to give you a call in a minute or two, okay? I'm going to freshen up first, and I'll call you, all right? All right, panel, so I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. And, guys, I'll see all of you guys later tonight, 7 o'clock. More than likely will be World of Warcraft. Are we going to play any of the other games today? Probably. I'll be honest. I might be playing some of the other games today. American Truck Simulator might be a possibility as well. A looter shooter game, or just shooter games like the COD, Vanguard, a kind of Call of Duty Vanguard. I'm playing a lot at the moment, and the Division. Okay, I don't know what that is, but all right, guys. So I'll see all you guys probably later on this afternoon. So until that time, talk to you later. Okay, bye bye.